Good afternoon, guys, and happy Thursday to all of your sunshiny faces. I got a Meijer haul for you guys today, and then I think I'm going to work on like my jewel list and Tony's and Caputo's stuff like that before the Bears game, which is on tonight, so that I can kind of enjoy that and I don't have to worry about getting a whole ton of the stuff done tomorrow either. Finish up just kind of whatever I have to finish up tomorrow, and then probably go to Tony's and Caputo's on Saturday and Jewel and Aldi on Sunday, more than likely. So I will have those hauls, like I said, most likely then for you guys. But tomorrow we've got the Friday night high school football game. Got to go and record for that. It's away. I think the next two games are away, and then the final game of the season is a home game. So anyways, but we got back from Meijer. Everything worked out except, well, one thing I didn't find that originally I didn't have on my list, but I saw it in the ad. I forgot to put it on the list, but then I got there, remembered it, but they didn't have any more of the specific kind I wanted. So anyways, long story short, everything worked out except at the very end at checkout. Unfortunately, we ended up going through self-checkout because now Meijer has is like unlimited self-checkout. We only had 4 bags anyway, but we had probably over 20 items, which is like, normally I think it was like, oh, 20 items or less or whatever was for self-checkout. They have a new kind of thing now, so I think they're the same like register sizes and everything like that. They're not exactly like Walmart's, where like Walmart's got like the big like table for you to like put all the stuff on. So it's a little bit smaller than that, but it still is like bigger than Jewel's, but Jewel also doesn't have like a specific amount for like self-checkout, but Meijer did. And their like tables I thought were like bigger to like put the stuff once you bag it. Like the bagging station was like bigger than Jewel's, but Jewel never had a limit, but Meijer did. So like I thought that was kind of weird. They don't anymore. So like I said, we probably still got over 20 items, but now we don't have to worry about going. There was still only 4 bags, like I said. So we ended up going through self-checkout, and unfortunately we had to get them to call the manager over because the thing got like jammed. When I was loading money in, I put $20 in, it got jammed. It was I think it was right under $50. It was like $49.04 because I got 96 cents back. So it gets jammed, sort of whatever, and the lady, you know, the manager comes over, she fixes it, she opens up the whole thing. I was like, oh my goodness, this is like crazy, you know, like the whole you know, the mechanism, how it works and all that stuff. So she, like, you know, again was able to take the whole thing apart, got the money. She was like, oh, this is probably why it's jammed. So she's like, okay, well, I'm not gonna leave yet until I just make sure like everything works out for you, because I guess they had done it earlier in the day or something like that, or prior, you know, maybe earlier in the week, whatever. She's like, so I'm not gonna leave until I know everything worked out. So sure enough, I put all the money in. It's like, okay, yeah, you get 96 cents back. Well, then the coin thing was jammed too. So then she had to go in and do the whole, get the coins unstuck. And there was like a coin that like fallen out or something like that. And so, yeah, ended up all working out in the end. But she had to open up the whole like mechanism thing twice in order to get the, you know, like I said, the money and everything like that was inside the whole thing all unjammed today. So, again, the whole process of grocery shopping was all good, and for the most part all the checkout was good up until just the very end with the coins and the change and the dollars and all that stuff. Because she had asked me twice, she was like, oh, were you waiting on change? And I was like, oh no, like it was just, I was putting the money in and it got jammed. And she's like, oh, that's weird, because I think she meant like that it happened earlier, like it was somebody wasn't getting the money back because the system was like jammed, spitting it back out and not like taking it in or whatever it was. And so like I said, all ended up working out, got all the change back, everything. But like I said, it was interesting today to see how that whole thing kind of all works and all that. But let me share with you guys that we did pick up at Meijer for today. So here were the items we ended up picking up. We spent, like I said, it was $49.04 with, and that was including $3.20 in tax. So we would have been looking around like $45, I think was close to what my estimate was. And we saved $33.44, which is not too bad. They had sort of the same deal that was running as last week, where they had that 7 for 7. So if you buy 7 or more participating items, you get them at $1 each. So again, the way they have it advertised is 7 for 7. And like I said, just as long as you bought 7 or more, which I did, everything that was from here on this side of the table, all these items were the $7 items. I didn't get as many as I got last week. A lot, like everything, I literally think everything was just repeat deals from last week. So anything that I was really interested in, I kind of picked up last week. We picked up a handful of other things kind of that we either kind of went through, or, you know, again, similar to that. The only thing that I did that was different, actually, I think all these things were things I bought last week, except the rock stars, and those were included, I I think, last week. I just didn't get them. But my dad, because of like with football going on and stuff like that, he has an energy drink like sometimes, you know, like at least before the football games and like that kind of stuff. So I just noticed that he was, when we picked some up at Jewel that were only 99 cents, I was like, I can get these deals a lot of times at Meijer for the same thing for just $1, which isn't too bad. I think it was just the Rockstar energy drinks, whereas at Jewel's Rockstar and Amp. But like I said, either way, those still for $1. Those are not too bad. I know if you pick them up at like the gas station, they're like $5. It's like crazy. So again, I thought that was a pretty good price. That was the only thing for sure that I know I didn't pick up last week. But some of the items, like for example, I think the theater box candies, these don't even retail at that much money. These Lance and like Austin snack crackers, which were included, they're only like normally like $1.29. The same with these Armor lunch makers. So you're only saving like 29 cents. But it's still cheaper than picking them up at like Walmart or getting like, you know, again, like all the, you know, snack crackers and stuff like that. A lot of times this is kind of cheaper anyway. Like even too, I know like getting theater box candy at the Dollar Tree is like $1.25. You know, now it used to be $1, but now they're $1.25. I'm still saving a quarter getting these compared to at the Dollar Tree. And again too, like if we were doing movie night, normally I'll have like a whole stack, and this is like one for everybody for like a movie night or something like that, for doing it all together. So like I said, that, you know, they work out well as far as it was only $5 to get those. But you know, again, it was not that much cheaper, just paying the retail price, but still a little bit of a better deal. And again, I will save and pinch pennies, even if it is something that only retails at, which these retail at $1.25. So I'm only saving, you know, a little bit, $1.25, literally, over buying 5 of them compared to just buying them at retail price. So again, the savings on the receipt sometimes doesn't always look that great, but like I said, I'll save $1.25 over not saving $1.25, even if it means I'm not having, you know, again, a 50% savings on my receipt, which is what I always try and strive for. But some stores, like again at Meijer sometimes and places like that, that don't normally have as high of retail price, but if I can still get the product cheaper than I could at retail price or like Walmart's price, regular price, like that kind of stuff, I still will go ahead and pick that up. So real quick, just those 7 for $7 items. We picked up more of these Totino's pizza rolls, or the Totino's pizza rolls. These are 15 count. They're only $1. They're normally $2.99, so you do save $2 compared to getting them for $1, which is a pretty good price. I know even just this week, my mom and Jack probably went through like at least 2 boxes, so we picked up another 4 of them, whereas I got 4 last week, I think. Then again too, the same thing with these Lance, and they also had the Austin snack crackers included as well. My mom really likes the peanut butter kind. I know my dad likes these. These were the ones I was talking about last week, and they are the cream cheese and chive kind. I was like, I can't remember exactly what they were, and I was calling them Captain something. They are the Captain wafers. But my dad likes those. I love the regular cheese kind. I don't mind the Captain wafer kind too much either, but and I'll eat the peanut butter kind. I really prefer the cheese kind. So went ahead and picked those up. Like I was saying too, the Rock Stars, those are only $1. Again, buying the 7 participating products or more. And again too, those retail at $1.99, so again, you are saving 50%, which is a good price. And then the same thing too, the Armor lunch makers. Picked up another like 5 of these. We still actually, between this last week at Meijer and then also at Valley Produce, they are at Tony's. They haven't been Valley Produce in a while, like over a year. I still call them that every once in a while, but they had those for 99 cents, so we picked up those over there. But then I picked up some of these ones over here at Meijer again, just because again too, like Jack likes them just for like little snack lunch kind of thing, you know, that kind of stuff. So those were all the 7 for $7 products. Then over here, these were the other sales that were going on, and the one thing that they didn't have, that like I said, I forgot about, forgot to put on the list, but then remember when we got to the grocery store, was apples. They had a couple different varieties of apples on sale for 99 cents a pound. They had Granny Smith apples, which a lot of times if I do get a deal on apples, it'll be like Fuji apples or Gala apples or something like that, which were also, I think, included with the Meijer sale, but I see those 99 cents or less a lot of the time. Granny Smith apples I don't see all that often, but since it is kind of apple season anyway, I'm expecting to see them more often. So I was like, that, you know, again, that's a really great price. I'll go ahead and pick them up, but the only kind they had was the Fuji apples left. So I'm not sure if they were like completely out, if they were maybe in a different spot. I like walked around the apple section, so unless they put them somewhere else, I didn't see, but they didn't have them at like the front display to like the produce section, and they didn't have them in the apple section. So again, I didn't really go out of my way to like completely look for them, but I didn't see them around there. I didn't think they were really hiding them anywhere. anywhere else, so we didn't end up getting those. But what we did get was they had the Eckridge sausage. This was on sale for $3.29, and there was a $1 off coupon, making it $2.29. That might have actually been the retail price of the item, but still around $2, like, again, way before, like, back before prices went up and stuff like that. $1.99 for these was a good price. Again, for 29 cents extra, that's not too bad right now in our current you know, kind of grocery price state that we're in. So like I said, I thought that was pretty good, and I can always use these, especially right now, since today's going to be probably the last warm day in a long time, possibly, like, you know, last short stay probably for the you know, again, foreseeable future. We're kind of in soup weather, and these cook really good for making like soups and things like that. So I have a recipe for that, so I went ahead and picked one of those up. And then also too, Jack has been really loving this C4C energy little like drink packets. These are, I think that they have like some type of like caffeine or whatever in them, and he really likes them. They're not, I would think they're not quite as strong or quite as highly, like, you know, again, energy, you know, caffeine, whatever, as like sports drinks like Rockstar and stuff like that. But he likes to take these before the football games, even though he's not playing anymore. He likes to have them just before the football games to, like, you know, again, kind of stay hyped and focused and stuff like that on the sidelines for the kids that he's coaching and stuff like that. So he has been really liking these, and I don't know how many he has left, but it is an 18 count packet, and they're $4.69, but there's a $2 M-Perks coupon making them $2.69. And again too, that's cheaper. Like, again, he has 18 packets in here, so even if he takes, like, I think this last week he might have had 2 of them, but even still, that's compared to getting the Rockstars that are $1 each, you get 18. And like I said, this will definitely last him through the last 3 games of the season, plus extra if he needs them for, like, cramming for, you know, you know, his tests and finals and, you know, again, college stuff, whatever. Again, I thought that was a pretty good price. So again, when I compared like $2 and getting 18 packets compared to $2, which just gets you 2 energy drinks, I thought that was a good price. Then also too, they had these Little Debbie's ice creams. Their normal price $2.95, so I bought 2 of them, and there was a $3 off 2 coupon. So it's almost kind of like a buy one get one free, but because they are 5 cents cheap, it's a little less than that. So they're only $2.90 for 2, or $1.45 each, which I thought was a good price. My mom actually, I think, maybe picked these up at the Dollar Tree once, like, for some reason they had them there, and she kind of liked them, so we went ahead and picked up 2 of those to, again, have just this little ice cream. Like, she was literally just asking about ice cream yesterday, and so I think she had the last Klondike bar that was in the freezer, so she can go ahead and have these too when she wants, for like extra, you know, little ice creams too, because I think we might have like a quart, you know, the quart and a half or whatever it is, the big ice cream things, but I think we might only have 1 or 2 possibly left. So again too, if she has a sweet tooth, she can have these. And then also too, they had the Amy's frozen like entrees or dinners or whatever, but these are on sale actually for $5.49. I believe that that is Walmart's price. And then they also had a $1 off M-Perks coupon, which is $4.49, which again too, not really the best price. However, again, I will pick these up on occasion at Walmart, and I know, again, they're around $5, so getting them for at least a little bit cheaper than that with a coupon and stuff like that, which is something that literally I have almost never seen. I almost never see coupons on these, and again too, they were on sale only for maybe like 50 cents at most off, so I was still probably saving like $1.50, and, you know, again, maybe $1 off what Walmart's price was. I didn't think that that was too bad of a deal, and I actually think I'm probably gonna have one of these for dinner tonight, since my dad and Jack have like team dinner with the football team tonight, and me and my mom normally just kind of do like frozen stuff or leftovers or whatever. So again, I was like, I'll probably eat this for dinner anyway tonight. So went ahead and picked that up. And then also too, they had my mom's hair color was on sale. This is the kind that she uses. It was actually on sale, buy one get one 25% off, but I only bought one because the coupon that was available, buying one was a better deal than buying 2 of them. So even though if I bought a second one, I would have got 25% off that one, it wasn't as much of a percentage savings as just buying the one and getting it with the coupon off. So the coupon was $3 off, making it only $8.39. Now 25% of $11.39 is not even $3. It's like 2 something. So that's why I was like, it's not actually worth it to buy 2 of them. Now if it was like 50%, you like buy one get one 50% off, that would have been a really great deal, because then I could have used the $3 coupon plus gotten the other one 50% off. Would have made it a really awesome deal. But since it wasn't that, and it was less than getting the $3 off, I figured I'll just pick one up. We got 2 not too long ago, and I think she used one of them, so we still have one. Now she has an extra one. So like I said, worked out pretty well. And like I said, it wasn't the best deal, but I know that these are at least over $10 at Walmart, so getting it for, again, under that price is always kind of what I'm looking for. Again, that's another thing that I didn't save 50% on, wasn't really even close to that. Was a little bit over 25%, but like I was saying, it was a pretty good deal as far as, you know, it's something that she needs, she uses. It's something that we'll have to pick up at retail price if I can't get a deal on it. And then what I think is the best, absolute best deal that was going on this week was on the Axe body washes. These were normal price $5.29. So we picked up 2 of them, and there was a $7.50 off 2 M-Perks coupons. So you end up only paying $3.08 for 2 of them, or $1.54 each, which for Axe is a very, very good price. Like, it's rare that I will see these under, like, you know, under $2, but for getting them for a little bit over $1.50 is like awesome. Like, even getting regular, like even cheap brand body wash and stuff like that, normally don't see that much. So this was awesome. I think the $7.50 is actually supposed to be sort of like a buy one get one free, but at Meijer they do retail a lot less than that. Like I said, only $5 and some change. So you're not actually, like, you know, the idea is, because I saw the same coupon at Walgreens was available as well. Now theirs are probably over $7.50 at Walgreens, but at Meijer, because they retail at such a less price, you actually get a really good deal when you do buy 2 and you use that coupon. So like I said, for only $3, $3.08 or whatever it is for the 2 of them, or like I said, a little over $1.50 each, that's awesome price. So that's something again too that, like, you know, we'll buy the cheaper brands like a Suave Men's or something like that, and don't really all that often get deals on the more expensive, you know, really fragrant smelling kind of like body washes and things like that. So I thought that was an amazing price. Went ahead and picked that up, like I said, more for Jack and my dad probably to use, but that was an awesome price. So anyways, one of those things, like I said, I couldn't really pass up on, especially that deal, but there wasn't a whole ton going on at Meijer. Again, a couple little things, and like I said, some stuff that wasn't even really that great of deals, but it's just kind of things that like we use, or, you know, again, because the Amy's, you know, the dinners too, these are, you know, the vegetarian kind, and again, I don't eat meat, so that's something that, again, too, I can't always get really good deals on, especially too, you know, for something like vegetarian, where it's cheaper to buy, like, you know, again, chicken nuggets or something like that I can't eat. It's cheaper, but again, getting a decent deal on something like that, at least I know, like I said, kind of, and the same thing too with my mom's hair color. Again, it's not, you know, again, like a couponing deal that's like, oh, the best price on that, you know, like that kind of thing, but it is something that, like, if we buy those or use those, at least getting like a slight, you know, couple dollars off compared to retail price is still a good deal. Again, I thought I'd just share with you guys what was going on at Meijer. I'm gonna get this stuff all put away, I think, make myself dinner, and then try and, like I said, work on a couple things before we got the football game on tonight, which I'm not even really looking forward to all that much today. I was in actually my my Bears sweatshirt, and then I went to go brush my teeth and got toothpaste all over it, and I was like, I feel like it's a sign to not embarrass myself and wear this out to the grocery store today. So I didn't, because so far both Sundays I've worn my Bears sweatshirt and my jersey, and I've had people like, oh yeah, go Bears, and then like last week they were like, yeah, go Bears, but we don't think we're gonna really win. Like, I think that was what somebody said. And I was like, or like, I don't have faith in them or something like that. I was like, nope, neither do I. So, like I said, I think that was just me not embarrassing myself today wearing it again to the grocery store. But, again, thought I'd share with you guys what was going on at Meijer for today, but I'm going to get all this stuff put away now. Well, guys, I'm going to take a shower and get to bed. I'm just about finished up with my jewel list. I'm going to, like, finish up what I still need to do, and then well, I'm gonna take a shower and then finish that up and then go to bed. But we watched the Bears game tonight, and I will say it was a pleasant surprise. I shouldn't have been embarrassed to wear my or said that there was some type of sign in the universe that I shouldn't have worn my Bears sweatshirt to the grocery store today, because that wouldn't have, maybe it was actually a sign that I shouldn't have, because it was like bad luck to wear it today, whereas the Bears had good luck today. So I was, you know, it was a good game to watch tonight. It's hilarious though, guys, because Thursday nights, unless it's like two teams that are kind of close, like if there's one team that is just clear favorites, that's normally the team that ends up losing. Or like, you know, again, for whatever reason, like for example, I called this, it was I think either last year or 2 years ago, I called the Eagles Commanders game where the Commanders won and the Eagles lost, and the Eagles were undefeated so far that season. And I was like, there's something weird about Thursday night primetime football. The favorite always seems to lose, and it happened again today. And so I should have known that, because I have been very attuned to that too, as far as like the last couple of years go. Unless it's like two close teams anyway, and you're kind of like, I don't really see a clear favorite, you know, it's kind of like a split decision anyway, especially across the broadcasters. Like if the broadcasters are like, you know, like there's only like one person is like picking the underdogs, that's normally when they win. I will be completely honest with you guys. If it's like a split decision though, it's normally like it kind of just goes either way. But if it's like there's a clear underdog, they normally end up winning on Thursday nights. And for some weird reason, it always seems like it's Thursday night football. Like I can't necessarily say Sunday night or Monday night. It always seems like it's Thursday night. So I should have known the Bears were going to win today. But anyways, like I said, I'm going to take a shower and get to bed. I did get to some things, like I did dishes today, and obviously went to the grocery store like you guys saw, and then like I said, we watched the Bears game too, and I ended up, I'm just finalizing that list for Jewel. But anyways, guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. No grocery haul or anything like that. Like I said, it'll probably be on Saturday and Sunday that I'll have those for you guys. But I'll see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe. And I'll see y'all very sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.